How's it going, guys? Lieutenant here, and welcome to the 86 rated first info Mario Mandzukic play review. This guy is an absolute warrior, as you know from real life. He had his World Cup heroics this year, and he was very great for them. Wasn't able to score a lot of goals, but he was working very aggressively up and down the pitch, and I mean that's his play style. And for whatever club he has played in, Atletico Madrid or Juventus, they both had very different play style. And for example, right now Juventus also have Ronaldo, so it's very hard for him to adjust. But this guy has got himself 4 goals in 6 games in the league, and Ronaldo have provided him some assists. So they've been forming a very great chemistry. And this guy, as you can see, has got himself this first inform. I don't believe that he would get himself quite a lot more, to be honest, because he is very great. He's a great striker. And I mean, if you look at this inform, it looks great, to be honest. 73 pace, 78 dribbling, 82 shooting, 73 passing, 70 defending with the 87 physical. So this guy can even play as a CM, in my opinion. I mean, he looks complete, to be honest. And there's no reason why he's going for 40,000 coins, because the pace isn't there, the weak foot isn't there, the skill moves aren't there. But the guy, the side that he possesses, he can play as a CM, and he would provide wonders for you. And if you look at his in-game stats, he does look absolutely phenomenal. If you look at that pace, the pace doesn't really matter, as we know from FIFA 19, and that's something good, because we weren't really able to use Lewandowski's and the Mandzukic in FIFA 18, but right now we can use him. And I mean, he's got himself 76 sprint speed, which is decent. Obviously, it can be boosted if you guys would like. Shooting is quite phenomenal. I mean, it's 94 attacking positioning, 80 at finishing, and 84 shot power. And I mean, if you look at that heading accuracy with 96, with that jumping, which is 87, you do believe him to be absolutely ridiculous. When it comes to aerial ability, you do expect him to win all the duels going against top defenders, and I do believe that he would win most of them. His passing isn't the best either, but that doesn't really matter. He would be great when it comes to playing short passes. Wouldn't be a problem. Dribbling, I mean, his reactions, his ball control, his dribbling itself and composure are great. I do believe composure should have been a lot more, as we know he's very composed in real life. But that's not really the case, but it doesn't really matter. His agility, his balance are something that's quite poor, but we do know that he doesn't possess them. And then his physicality is just wonderful. 87 jumping, 84 stamina, 87 strength, and I mean, it does look quite fantastic. And then he's also got himself very great defending stats. So this guy is an absolute monster. And from this first clip right here, you'll be able to see why you need him in your team if you have a culture theme, and why he's priced 40k still, even though he doesn't have the weak foot and skill moves, because he was able to chase down the defender with the aggressiveness that he possesses, with the defending stats that he has, the strength that he has, and then that he was able to score a great goal. I mean, he's got himself great attacking positioning with the 94, great finishing, so he does, score a lot of goals. And I mean, something of the positives that stood out the most for me were his finishing, his strength, his reactions, and his positioning. First of all, if you talk about him scoring goals, he's an absolute beast. Every ball that you would give him on his head, he would win it for you. He scores every header. Even if he doesn't score, he hits them on the target. And some of the headers, it's like they don't even make sense. But this guy's got himself great finishing and great heading ability with the 96 accuracy, that he always wins them and hits them on target from whatever angle. And I mean, his finishing is great, like I said. Did score 5 goals for me in 3 games, and scored all of sorts of goals, finished shots inside the box, and also headers. And you can see he's very composed, so that's great. His strength is absolutely unreal. He's got himself great strength, can easily push aside defenders, and he doesn't possess that pace. And you'll be able to notice when you have the ball in his feet for for some time while you're running towards the goal. But with that strength, he does push them aside, and is still able to shield the ball. Also, his reactions are great. In small areas, he's able to react really quickly, so that's very nice to see. His positioning is something that's great. For me, he was a target striker, but as you can see, he's making that run. And I mean, I haven't put him on like drift aside or get in behind tactics. He's doing that himself, if I haven't put those instructions on him. So that is obviously credited to his positioning. And I mean, he can play both as a target striker and as a striker that you can play through both at times, and then obviously he can either lay to the other players or just score himself. His negatives that I was able to see was agility, his balance, and the weak foot. Agility and balance, I mean, I wouldn't say agility is a big of a problem, because I mean, he's got himself great ball control. I mean, and we do know that he's not the most agile player. His balance, however, is very noticeable, and it might not be, you guys not be fond of that. Obviously some people do like their players to have great balance, but this guy doesn't really possess it. And then his weak foot is also 3 stars, and he does miss chances when it comes to his weak foot. I was a bit unlucky to finish chances with him, but he's a great target striker. He's a great player, always on those positions. Always, for example, here you can see pass the ball to another player, but obviously wasn't able to score, but that's unlucky. However, this guy is great. Would definitely you should definitely have him in your team if you have a culture theme. And I mean, keep it all here, because he is very great. But that was it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.